is Norika.
I'm Brian.
Hey, it's John, guys.
And we are back. What we did was we demoed our email content creation feature. And we were able to create that in 8 seconds. And, for anyone who's in a regulated industry, it's fantastic because it has ISI and it's really focused on making sure that all the compliance is there. And we're going to do something very, very similar from a banner perspective. But before we start, I wanted to say that, if you're in market research or if you're a marketer or an agency operator, you've come to the right place today.
Oh, you have me in the demo now. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. So just to give you a quick overview of Lab Cubed, what you're looking at here is a custom-built interface that gives you the power to create marketing tactics, right? The old way you had to, have a brief and, work that out with the team members, get that right. And then you had to share that with the creative team who created off of that brief, right? The writer spent a couple of days writing, the art director designed, sometimes it went to programming. And then, you looking at this as a marketer would say, oh, well, it's not right yet. And you go back and forth. So think about that process that you have right now and compare it to what you're looking at. So here, just a quick overview, right? We can create derivative content generation. That's your emails, your banner ads, anything that you create as a tactic we can create here. We also have a media dashboard, which I'll just give you a quick sneak peek at to see how your emails, your banners are performing. So again, everything in one spot very nicely for you to look at and assess, what's going on with the materials. You can also look at your integrations. If you create a banner and email in this system and you have to route it through Zyflow or put it into Viva Vault, Salesforce, any of these things can connect to it. And you can send the materials that you create very quickly in 8 seconds, to these pieces that need to route. I'll go back to the banners. Let's see, one with curly hair. Let's try mechanism of action and skyscraper. There you go. Okay, just had to do a little refresh. So amazing, right? We have a live banner. Not hard to troubleshoot there with that little kind of glitch, right? Where just had to refresh and bring the system back. But you have a live banner which took weeks to create with the headline, the button, the campaign image. You've got scrolling ISI. Just take a second again to remember how long that takes right now, how painful that can be for you, how much money that can take to create something like this, right? It's kind of wild to see that come to life so quickly. So imagine as a marketer, right? You have a finite budget. We know this. You want to create banners, but you have to look at it. It triggers that thought of, is it in the scope of work? Do I have to have additional payments? How long is this going to take? Can we get it to market in time for this conference coming up? The conference is next Tuesday. The answer is no, right? If you go the traditional way. No, we can't get that done. I'm sorry. The timelines are too fast. Not going to happen. But with our system, you can, right? The answer is yes.
Well, for the market researcher, the marketer, the agency person, we have an offer for them. We have a challenge for them, right? Like for anyone who was on this LinkedIn Live or who watches this later on, we are offering everyone an opportunity. So if you're in market research and you've always wanted to test something and it wasn't within your budget, this is the challenge. Bring it to us. Let's test this together next week. And for the marketer, Brian, what are your thoughts?
Yep.
What's the challenge?
For the marketer, my challenge to you is bring us that idea that you put on the shelf because you thought it was too much money. You thought you didn't have time to make it. Bring it to us. And same thing, you want to make that next week? Let's make that next week. And then John, good.
Yeah, how about you, John, from an agency perspective?
No, I think bring those challenges. I mean, how we can separate unbranded materials and branded materials, patient, HCP, all in one system that could maximize your studio model, help teams that are really focused in on the weeds of the derivative pieces, emails for days. This could be a really awesome tool to just kind of supercharge superpowers, as we say all the time, make you more dangerous. So you can fly through some of that derivative work but it's still spot on. It's still on strategy. It's still on brand, and it's not drifting. I think that's the beauty that we love about it.
Yeah. And, there are a lot of teams that are doing innovation workshops and innovation challenges. If they want to use this as a pilot for an innovation challenge, we'd love to work with you and see how we can sort of have a hypothesis, challenge your assumptions about what is expected and what you can do, right? So definitely reach out to us about that.